Andrew McCart, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm up in Aberdeen, and with me I've got two very, very disappointed, Matthew and David McALLISTer. I'll let you take the floor and just explain what happened tonight.
Absolutely gutted for everybody that was attending the show, the fighters, even the officials. It was default hours, but obviously due to the British Boxing Board controls high standards of what you need to hear here. There was an administrative error with the ambulance service, and for whatever reason, even though they confirmed the booking with us, they never sent an ambulance up. So with the health and safety of the boxers at the forefront of everything, with the pull of show. And nearly 300 people in a show, and we've had to basically tell them that we can't put the boxers on because the ambulance hasn't arrived.
Well, I've spoke to the boxers, they're clearly disappointed. Matthew, you look depleted, mate. Is that the right word to use?
I just feel really flat. I've been in this situation before when I've been boxing myself, amateur, professionally, and your fights have been pulled off last minute, and I just feel devastated for them. I know what it's to go through. It's horrible. Training, the diet, the sacrifices they put their bodies through on a daily basis, nights out, events they can't make because they're in training, they're in camp. And I just feel gutted for them, as well as for the people coming down supporting them, other fans and stuff. It's just
I mean, let's be honest, they've appreciated it. It's not our fault. Can obviously there's going to be one or two that are very disappointed, and we'll do what we can to sort out any problems with it's happened. But I mean, the fighters are the biggest problem here. They put in a 6-week, 8-week training camp to get ready to fight tonight, and the fighters flying in from Poland, lads up from Birmingham, from Bulgaria, they've all came here, and then to do for the one for the love doing, which is fighting, and now basically it's not happened. So Abdi's just gutted.
Well, they're clearly gutted, but I kind of just want to scrape your mind straight and just look to the future. And that you still want. I said this last time I interviewed you back in. Was it like a year ago, maybe?
Over a year ago.
You're doing wonders up the north, because for guys from like myself, guys in Edinburgh and Glasgow, we don't look up here for fighters or expect anyone to fight, come from Aberdeen and Inverness to fight and all that. Everything's in Edinburgh and Glasgow, so what you're doing up here is we're working wonders with the young fighters up here. So
yeah, nights like this make you think if it's really worth it. So you know what I mean? It's getting to right now. That's how I feel. But I mean, I think we're doing well for the lads up here. We're showing them there is a shining light up here, and there is people trying their best to give them the opportunity to do it. So I mean, it's near the end. I mean, we're gutted right now, and we'll be sulking for the next couple of days.
It looks like it.
On Monday,
I've normally always got a smile, always a cheeky smile.
So I mean, Monday we'll just get the fighters back in. We'll just attack it. We've got another show booked for 4th of May, so we'll be releasing details of that soon, and we'll just need to just get on with what we're doing. Obviously, our fighters are a fight down, so we'll try and get them on other shows around the country. Still getting their fight.
Are you willing to work with other promoters? Sorry for cutting you off. Are you willing to work with other promoters and managers and that to get your fighters in?
Listen, I've got a good relationship with everybody in Scotland. I mean, we'll work with anybody. And I think more recently it's becoming easier for everybody. I think a lot of the older boys that maybe held grudges and aren't there so much. So we're willing to work with any of the promoters in Scotland or England. It doesn't really matter. It's just, I think a healthy relationship is going to be good for boxing as a whole in Scotland. So
definitely
get the fights everybody's wanted to see. That in the past it didn't happen. One was with one manager, one was with the other. They didn't want to work promoter. They didn't want to work together. I don't really see that happening in Scotland now. I think it's quite open. So
that's what we need done, because like Scotland's been that. We've had great fighters, Matthew. You're probably one of them. You were a great wee fighter back in the day.
More injuries than anything else, but
we have had great fighters that may not have had the opportunities.
Oh, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? And you've got guys like Boris Crichton, who's I watched him in the Scottish every year. He's a fantastic fighter. My little boy, who you brought up last time, really likes Billy Stewart. So another cracking wee fighter. So you've got the fighters up here, and Christian Fraser as well.
Who's talent coming through. It's just
the thing is, like I say, over the next couple of years, we'll be looking to keep pushing along with what we're doing, trying to give the fighters up here a chance and dig out the little diamond that can go on and win a British title for up here. More Commonwealth titles, we've got Kristen obviously, and just push him and see how far we can go. And it's difficult for us. Every time we want a sparring session, it's 150 mile.
I know. I've just driven that.
Every weekend you've got to come here.
Yeah.
So we've got kids working a job Monday to Friday, and then we're having to drive them doing on a Saturday morning to Glasgow, Edinburgh, get some 6 rounds of sparring. So you're 150 mile, you're doing an hour in a gym, and then you're back another 3 hours back up in a car.
Well, I don't think people appreciate that. People think, especially people down south in England, they think that Edinburgh and Glasgow is like way up north, but I don't think people appreciate how far
for Aberdeen
is. And you've got like Billy Fuzz, another 45 mile past us in Macduff, and Andrew Smart's another 60, 70 mile past us. So I mean, they've got a lot of travelling to do just on a day-to-day basis to come to the gym, just to train, to get ready for their fights.
That's how they'll feel horrible now today because of
the travelling
and stuff. They go home empty-handed, do they? So it's devastating for them.
Well, again, Billy was hard for me to get a word out of Billy Stewart because he did feel deflated because he has a talent. He's 21 years old. He is going to feel like that. He's probably just got itchy knuckles and wants to fight everybody.
He just wants to fight everybody. So his job's holding him back, is it? But no, I mean, I said the opportunities will be there. I mean, I think this will be should be a decent year for Billy. We'll be looking for a good few tests for him, picking up a couple of titles this year, and then pushing on it at British level and beyond, hopefully next year. So
Scottish boxing as a whole, I mean, you are holding down the north, but as a country, Scottish boxing, how do you see it going? How do you see it at this state as it is right now?
I think it's on the rise.
I think if you look at the kind of boxers we've got coming through, you've got John Docherty, you've got Boris Crichton, Lee McGregor in Edinburgh is another good one. You've got Josh Taylor flying the flag right now, really probably the top fight. I mean, Ricky Barnes is still hanging about and still pulling out a result here and there. And there's talented lads coming through. Another lad up Aberdeen with Dean Sutherland, he's a talented lad. I think he's 5-0 now. Martin Harkins, another good welterweight. Stuart Burke, Nathaniel Collins. These are our fighters that can make a big impact. And there seems to be more turning professional. I think it's going to be good as a whole. The more there is, the better chances we're getting to keep working and push on as a country. So,
see, David, you weren't wanting to do this interview, but I told you're the one that does all the talking.
Yeah,
that's why I need you. Matthew's the good-looking one. He's the one that's...
He's got the smile in his face. He's got the looks.
But Matthew, you do have your promoter's license, so you are the promoter of these shows nowadays, yeah?
Unfortunately, I'm the promoter of this show. Thanks for bringing it up, by the way.
This is your first promotion. How's that went?
It went brilliant. It's not what we can do. It's one of these things. It's just an error, and we've just got to pick ourselves back up tomorrow morning, dust it off, and get back up the next show and the next fights for them. And
the hard work starts Monday again.
Speaking to all the fighters and just getting back in the gym, let them have a week off and go and have something to eat, go for a meal with their girlfriends and that, and just come back in and get back to the
promoters. Look, I'll be looking to get them fights quicker than that, so they might not get their week off. So
which is the harder job then, the promotion or the managing?
They're both hard jobs. Tonight, a promoter's definitely the hardest job. He's got to face up here and tell everybody. But
stand up the ring and tell everyone the show's no longer going ahead.
The day-to-day headaches comes in the management side. When you think you've got fighters lined up or they lined up, and you get pull-outs, and then obviously you get.
I'm sure every fighter in here has got to have a nice career, and we've got Kristen Commonwealth champion, Boris, young Billy, Smarty. They're all coming through, really talented lads, and obviously Kristen's really talented as well, but they've got the world at their feet.
One night's nigging to ruin any career. It's one of that things that's happened, and like I said, we're deflated, we're gutted, everybody's gutted, but we'll just get there. We'll just get back up, get back in a horse, as they say, and just look to the next one.
Well, again, I think you're doing wonders for not just the North of Scotland boxing, but Scottish boxing as well, bringing these kids through. But the last time I interviewed you, I mentioned Tyson Fury, Wilder, and all that situation. Who was correct?
Me.
You.
Me. Tyson Fury.
You said
no.
Did he become world champion?
Hold on a second here.
No, he didn't, did he?
Tyson Fury was 28.5 stone over 12 months ago or 14 months ago when we had this interview, and I said he's going to come back and win the world heavyweight title. Now he came back after 3.5 years out, came back, and after 2 fights, fought Deontay Wilder in his hometown, or LA, or wherever it was, and got a draw, which everyone in the world knew he should have won the decision. So we'll go back to another 2 or 3 months. He disagreed with anything I say because he knows it's the truth. So I backed Tyson Fury when he was at his lowest. How would you like that?
Do you think Wilder won that fight?
I can see how it could have went that way. I think the first 4 rounds
on, maybe thought Deontay Wilder won that fight,
but if you look at reason, he was over in LA. In the first 4 rounds, none of them did actually anything. So you could have actually scored the first 4 rounds any way you wanted. And anybody that says it was a one-sided beatdown isn't really.
I never said a one-sided beatdown.
People are getting carried away.
He just won the rounds.
He could well come and beat him the next time, but I still think Wilder.
He connected with any shots, really.
So basically, you didn't hit into the back of your argument. Well done.
Rematch then, rematch. Right, let's do the rematch.
I'm still doing Deontay Wilder because I think now he can't think Fury's going to do. Fury's going to do if he did against Vladimir. He did the same against Wilder. He's going to try and box outside, be cautious. And
you're shaking your head, Matthew.
He is going to shake his head, but listen, that's what boxing is about opinions, is it?
Anyway, but he's had 3 fights now. He's had a good 6 months training all the time.
You feel like now?
Oh, it's going to be so much better, confidence levels, completely different level.
Everybody's going to see.
I think he's quite comfortable in the next fight, every round, and I think he'll go on to bigger things.
What about Joshua? Where does he fit into this situation? And do you believe he's the third man? Well, not the third man.
He's the third man. Right now, he is still, I suppose, the top dog. He's holding all the belts. And listen, we've got to get the rematch with Wilder, and we've got to get Wilder and Fury done. Get that put to bed. So one way or another, then the big fight's then got to happen between Joshua and the winner of that. At some point, it's got to happen now.
That guy, Joshua's actually fighting Miller's 22.5 stone. He's still a big guy to beat. I think everyone's just writing him off because they've not heard much of him really, have they? But I think it could be a tougher fight than what everyone thinks.
So you're expecting a Joshua win?
I expect a Joshua win, but I think it's going to be a Joshua win, an easy win for Tyson Fury next time, and maybe a big domestic fight in Wembley or something.
Definitely. Well, before I let you go, what can the fans, especially the Aberdonian fans, the North for Scotland fans, what can they expect from, again, your promotional, your fighters this year?
There'll be an announcement for the next show. Obviously, we'll let us get itself sorted out in Bull. We'll push ahead and announce our next show. We're not going to let us beat us. We'll do anything behind the scenes that needs to be done and make sure that never happens again.
Aye.
I mean, there was not much more we could have did, but we still feel kind of at fault, even though it wasn't. Let down, aye. Let down just with the whole situation, and there was not much help behind the scenes that we was getting for the company either. So
we feel like we've been let down, but we also feel that we've let everyone else down, which is just it's like a big cycle, is it?
But no, our next show will be bigger and better. We'll get that announced over the next while, and like I say, hopefully a few title fights to get the next show and then finish off a year in a big high, maybe for a major title in Aberdeen. So
good stuff. Well, guys, thanks for this 5 TV. We'll find out on mid-May if who's right about the Wilder Fury prediction. So
I'll be right.
I'll be right. Good stuff, man. Oh, guys, thanks for this 5 TV, and I appreciate this. Thank you.
Thanks.